Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another video here from Guatemala. We are once again in the city of Quetzaltenango. It's a beautiful city, it's a really nice city, and the weather is amazing today. It's not raining by some miracle of God. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and start eating our way through the city. There's a lot more eats to try out, and I'm super excited to share them with you guys. So let's go ahead and start eating.
Ensalada. Este es guisado.
¿Guisado de res?
Sí, de res.
Okay.
Y este es pichón de pollo.
¿Qué es?
Es pollo recado.
¿Pollo?
De recado. Pichón de pollo. Y este es caldo de pata de res.
Sí.
Y sopa de res.
Alright, first stop of the day. We've come here to the municipal market here in Quetzaltenango, and this place literally is just like 10 different comedores all serving basically the same thing. They're warm, hot meals. But I've got something which is their beef stew guisado de res, and it looks absolutely amazing. They have a lot of other things too. They have like fried chicken, they've got chicken stew, soups, and all that stuff, but I decided beef stew sounds absolutely amazing today. But it comes on a big plate, and the best part is you get handmade tortillas that come with it, and you can see she's literally making it right there, which is absolutely incredible. Alright, first off, I just gotta go in and try that sauce. It's this like orangish sauce. Let's go ahead and try it out. Wow, that is very tomatoey. That's like a nice tomatoey beef like stew. It's just tomatoes. It's very tomatoey and carroty. That's what I'm tasting. Tomatoes and carrots. It's very rustic. But let's go ahead and go in for the beef. Just cutting. Oh wow, just cutting in. It's so tender. It's just a tender piece of beef. Let's go ahead and try it out. Oh yeah, that beef, you do not need to chew that. That is so soft. You can see like there's a big pot of just beef stew cooking in there, and it's absolutely massive. Now, it comes with the salad and rice. I'm gonna try the rice out, but first, I'm gonna put some salsa, because this rice does not look like it's very spicy. So, let's go ahead and just try out a bit of that rice. Oh wow. I've been eating a lot of rice in Mexico, but this rice, it's different here in Guatemala. The rice here is kind of like fluffier. It's like it's got more volume to it for sure. And when you bite in, it's this rice is cooked in carrots. You can tell there's some like orange strands going on, which is really unique. But wow, that rice is really different. The salsa, it's a little bit spicy and it hits you at the back of the tongue. So beware of that salsa, that will hit you pretty strong. But let's go ahead and try out the tortilla. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a tortilla. I'm gonna just get a little bit of meat. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit of that salad, because you know we gotta be a little bit healthy. Got a little bit healthy. And then I'm gonna pour it with that salsa right there on top. Oh, this looks delicious. Let's go ahead and try it out. First off, I gotta say, the tortillas are a little bit thick. They're like pretty thick tortillas, I'm not gonna lie. But they've cooked it so well that it's just so crispy on the edges. It's almost like a biscuit. Oh, that's really good. It's a thicker tortilla, but kind of think of it like a shortbread, because they've like toasted it such that it's so crispy on the outside. It's nice and soft on the inside. Soaking up all that juice from the stew is absolutely incredible. Obviously, that meat just melts in your mouth, and that salad is literally just, I think, onions and radish. And it's really good. It's really nice and crunchy. It brings that crunch and is a little bit spicy. Wow. Absolutely amazing. You've got to eat it with the tortilla. The tortilla brings it a whole new flavor. It basically wraps everything together and makes it all really good. Obviously, I'm going to need to put a little bit more salsa because I need that spice. But otherwise, absolutely amazing. Wow, what an incredible meal. I mean, for me, It was very, very simple, but the tortillas, those handmade tortillas, they're a little bit thick, but you need a thicker tortilla to support all that, you know, sauce from the stew. Sometimes in Mexico, I had tortillas that were too flimsy, too thin, and the sauce just broke the tortilla because the tortilla couldn't handle all that weight. But here, amazing, and that crispy sort of shortbread texture. Absolutely love it. All right, let's go see what else we can eat around here. O lo puede, ¿es salado o...?
Es dulce.
Ah, bueno.
Pero si usted desea, le puedo echar aquí la crema y aquí el azúcar y a usted si se lo come, ¿no?
¿O lo puede poner encima? Sí, bueno, pues. Sí, sí, sí. All right, next stop of the day, we've come just to a little stall right here on the street, and they're serving something called a rellenito. What is a rellenito? I thought it was gonna be savory, but turns out it's a banana that's fried, and they put beans inside it, but then on top of that, they put sugar and cream. So it's kind of like a sweet dessert sort of thing. It's called a rellenito because relleno means to fill or to stuff up. So they've stuffed up the banana with beans, which is really interesting. Banana and beans. Never ever thought that would be a combination that would ever exist. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna take a quick little piece here. Oh wait, it's way harder to cut a piece off than I thought. All right, once you cut inside, you can actually see there's like that black bean layer on the inside, and then you've got the yellow starchy layer, which is that banana on the outside. But let's go ahead and try out our first rellenito here in Guatemala. All right, to be fair, barely taste the beans. The beans are kind of like this, like almost like a bean paste that's just there. It doesn't really do anything. The banana, wow, it's got kind of like a alcohol-y flavor because it's just so starchy. It's not really that sweet. It's actually not that sweet at all. Most of the sweetness comes from the sugar and the cream that she puts on top, but it's just really starchy and really bouncy. That sort of banana on the outside. It's not really that crispy anymore. I think they fried it a long time ago, so it's no longer just like crispy on the outside. I would much prefer, you know, those fried bananas in Indonesia or Malaysia because those are really crispy on the outside. Here, there's no batter. They didn't put any batter on the banana, so it's just a pure banana by itself, fried, and then they put beans on the inside. Like I said, the beans, I can't really taste them, so it kind of just tastes like a fried banana to me, but it's really good. It's not too sweet, and it's only 5 quetzales, so absolutely worth considering when you're here in Quetzaltenango. All right, next stop of the day. We're here at the center of Quetzaltenango. You got a lot of traffic, but right there in front of the church is this little lady selling cakes, and she sells 2 types of cakes: banana cakes and corn cakes. Now I asked her which one's the most popular. She said, for you guys foreigners, obviously the banana ones. Which is just absolutely hilarious because she's trying to market to her market. She knows I'm a foreigner, tries to sell me the banana one. But I told her I want what the locals are getting, so I decided to go for the cornbread, which is apparently what Guatemalan people usually eat here. But it's a pretty big piece, and it's a pretty hefty piece as well. And it only costs 5 quetzales, which is absolutely amazing. It smells incredible, by the way. It smells like corn, but on top of that, it smells like a nice, sweet, cakey sort of thing. Let's go ahead and try this out. For a second, I thought the pigeons flying were about to attack my bread, but luckily that's not the case. Wow, I love this. It's not too sweet, but the sweetness actually comes not from any additional sugar. Like, you can look inside, there's no sugar on it. It just comes from corn. It comes from the natural sweetness of the corn, which is absolutely amazing, and it's really delicious. Now, it's kind of dry. I have to say, it's pretty difficult to, you know, swallow because it is a bit dry. But it's still absolutely incredible that the sweetness, it's not overpowering. The sweetness comes from that natural sweetness from corn, which I absolutely love. And you can taste even sometimes a little bit of like a corn kernel here and there, because this is the real deal. These are real ingredients that she's put inside of this cake. No fake corn, no corn flavoring. This is the real thing. Wow, absolutely incredible. Yeah, and it fills you up because it's like corn cake. It's pretty filling. So I'm gonna finish this up and I'll see you guys when we eat again. Alright, we are currently inside the market, and I said that, you know, I would wait a while until I ate, but I saw something that's super interesting and I had to try. We're currently at a stall known as Patikori, but this thing that I'm about to try is sold everywhere here, but they're the ones that were able to explain to me what it was. This is called a milhoja. What is it? Honestly, I still don't really know, but it's kind of supposed to be like a sweet dessert. She said there was turron inside, which is apparently a type of sweet here in Guatemala. But this is unique. I cannot imagine that just crossing the border, there will be so many different types of food. I thought it would be, you know, roughly similar, but this is like completely different. I had no clue this even existed here in Guatemala. And it's only 6 pesos, and it's really big. I mean, this is the size of my face right here. That's a pretty massive milhoja. I don't really know what it is, but I think it's gonna be crispy, and I think there's cream on the inside. I don't know how to eat it either, but I think I'm just going to take a bite just like this. Let's try it out. Oh, that is a very messy thing that you can see all the cream on my face. But wow, that is delicious. It's very, very sweet. So if you're not like a huge fan of sweets, this is not for you. But it's literally what it looks like. Crispy pastry on the outside with whipped cream on the inside. But this whipped cream is not just any whipped cream. You can taste that there's like something that's just a little bit sweet about this whipped cream. Like they had put extra sort of sweets or candy inside to make it even sweeter. But it is very, very sweet, so just keep that in mind when you're gonna try this out. But the milhoja, it's really, really hard to bite in, because once you bite in, that skin on the outside is super, super crackly. It's super, super flaky. Once you bite it, it'll just explode, and then by that point, the cream is all over your face. So not a very easy thing to eat, not a very clean thing to eat, but absolutely delicious, and for 6 quetzales, which is less than $1, absolutely worth it. Alright, we've currently come to a place known as CHURRASCOs. They're famous for barbecued meat. I've just ordered and I'm very excited for what's about to come. So, oh man, this is about to be a dream come true. Alright, I told you I was excited, and this is no understatement. What is churrasco? Let's begin with what I'm actually eating today. Churrasco means sort of grilled meat, sort of barbecued meat, and that's exactly what they're famous for here apparently in Xela in Guatemala. This place is supposed to be one of the best places for churrasco in all of Guatemala, and I'm really, really excited because this is something that a lot of people have recommended that I need to try when I come to Xela, which is their barbecue meats. Now, they have different packages. It starts off at 10 quetzales, and you get just like meat and sausage. You can increase the price as it goes up. So the more things you want to get, the more expensive it gets. So for 2 meat items, you get it for 10 quetzales, 3 meat items, 15, 4 meat items, 20 quetzales. So as you order up, the prices increase. Now, what does it come with in your plate? Not only is there meat, but there's macaroni, there's a piece of toasted bread, and there are beans, which means that it's like a whole complete meal. Oh, and of course, 3 tortillas. Now, if you want to get more tortillas, she told me that you have to charge extra, so you have to pay like an extra quetzal for each tortilla. But either way, absolutely amazing so far. What I love is that when it first came up, the tortillas were sort of covering all the meat. But once you release the tortillas, oh, that smoke, that barbecued meat smoke, that is absolutely incredible. The meat pieces they give aren't actually really big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try just a little bit of the meat just by itself first. I just wanna try it out, what it tastes like, and see how this goes. This is just the normal beef steak here. As you can see, really, really char grilled. I think they've got some pepper on it. It's nicely seasoned. Let's go ahead and try it out. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my goodness. For me, it's not really the most tender beef ever, but the flavor, that smoky flavor. Oh wow. That is delicious, and it's pretty juicy. That meat is really, really juicy. That is incredible. Let's go ahead and try out the chorizo, which are these red sausages. Just gonna get a little piece here. Let's go ahead and try it out. I've had a lot of chorizo. This is probably the best one I've had. Like, once again, that smoky flavor is just absolutely incredible. Oh wow, I love that. That's the best chorizo I've had. But let's go ahead and try out the next piece. This is an adobado apparently. Let's go ahead, cut a little bit of a slice out. And let's go ahead and try this out. That seasoning, oh, it's got something going on. It's not really spicy, but the seasoning is amazing. You can tell it's kind of like an orange color. So that marinade, I don't know what's going on. It's a little bit like sweet and sour, but at the same time, that smoky flavor, once again, that smokiness is just incredible. All right, here's what I've got to do. I need to try out the noodles, the macaroni bits here. They look incredible. Let's go ahead and try it out. Oh yeah, nice cold macaroni salad. Really, really good. They've cooked it through. And I think there's a bit of like mayonnaise there, a little bit of creaminess. Absolutely love it. All right, now we've got to get the bread, which, oh, look at that on the inside. That butter, which is just toasted. Oh my God, I have to show you guys. Literally, they just put a bit of butter in there, toasted it. It is so, so crispy. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put some beans on top. Oh, this is gonna be incredible. This is gonna be an incredible bite. And I think, you know what? I'm just gonna put a little piece of the longaniza, that sausage on there. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. Oh, forget garlic bread. Guatemalan butter bread, whatever this is, it is absolutely amazing. That literally just crumples in your mouth. Super, super crispy on the outside, really, really nice and fluffy on the inside. That buttery flavor, obviously amazing. The beans are actually really, really light. I really like the flavor of the beans. There's not much flavor to the beans. It's kind of like neutral the way it is. They haven't really added anything to the beans. Really, really nice, just pure bean flavor to that. Wow, this is incredible. And the thing is, this plate with 3 meats, 15 quetzales. That's like $2. You could not get this for $2 in America. That just never could happen. Oh, this is incredible. All right, I'm gonna finish this out. I'm gonna enjoy this meal. These meats are incredible. And I'll see you guys when we finish this. Wow, that was incredible. That was easily one of the best meals I've had in this whole trip. That meat, that sort of grilled meat was just absolutely incredible. All right, let's go ahead and continue eating our way through the city. All right, final stop of the day. This stall is packed. Like, I walked by here 2 hours earlier, it was packed. 2 hours later, it's still absolutely just jam-packed with people. What do they sell? They sell fried bananas with cream. Fried bananas is apparently a really popular thing here in Guatemala. Never saw it in Mexico, but once you cross the border, it's everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and try it out. I love the way they make it. So they have this huge vat, you know, that's just frying all these bananas. But after that, they put cream, cinnamon, and sugar. That, to me, is amazing. And you can see that cream just inside, that white cream in the middle of the banana after they cut it open. This looks amazing. This looks absolutely spectacular. And so many people are eating. This is so, so, so popular. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. I always think that when I get a fried banana, it's gonna be sweet. But the fact is, it's really not. It's nice and almost starchy and kind of salty actually because of the oil that it's frying in. The cream, it's just cream. There's no flavor. It's just nice cream, milky flavor. The sweetness comes in a little bit from the sugar and a little bit of that cinnamon. But it's not a really, really sweet dessert. The main thing for me is that texture, the crispy outside of the banana, and how starchy, how difficult, how sticky it is on the inside. I mean, compared to a lot of the fried bananas I've had in, you know, Indonesia, this is really, really different, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's still a fried banana. They've just put different ingredients, and they have a different way of preparing it, and I absolutely love the fried bananas here in Guatemala. Absolutely recommend this stall right here. It's super, super popular, and each one costs 8 quetzales. Amazing. Anyways, I want to finish this up, and that's going to be it for today's food tour here in Quetzaltenango. So much delicious food today, so much unique food here from Guatemala, and I can't wait to continue showing you more around Guatemala. So make sure to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.